money. Shut up, fat boy.
You know what I mean? 50. You know what I mean? I see there was a disagreement, you know what I mean, that you had with Meech. You know, Meech came home, we got down with Rick Ross or whatever the case is. You know, hopefully that could be settled, you know, in some form or fashion. And if it's not settled, so be it. I hope both of them dudes are safe and they move and, you know, they continue to move like honorable men. You know what I mean? And that's what needs to be put out there. You know what I mean? I like how the Jim Jones and Cam situation kind of just melts it down. You know, they just, you know, focus on their money. You know, shout out to Jim Jones for you know, collaborating, you know, recently with Kanye, you know, as far as media concerned. It's good to see some type of brotherhood going on. You know what I mean? We need more of that, man. We need more of the brotherhood.
That's not brotherhood, fat nigga. That's business. That's what you call business. That's not brotherhood. You're confusing it. That's your problem.
You know what I mean? I don't know if I agree with them Sean John shirt who they put back now. Collaboration with the game, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I salute anybody trying to get to their bag. You know what I mean? And trying to get to that, you know, get to that successful spot. You know what I'm saying?
You salute everybody trying to get to that spot except for me. Because you niggas don't like the fact that I made something out of myself. I came from the mud. I started from the bottom. Now I'm here. Started from the bottom. Yeah, I started from the bottom. I can't say my whole team is here because some of them niggas is jealous too. I mean, they smile in your face all the while. They want to take your place. Them backs. Yeah, me. That's who. Don't get mad. I gave you your 15 minutes of fame and I'm enjoying it. Because you said like you, nigga, you think that you sound smart. Mad because I'm exposing the truth?
If y'all don't know who this is,
Yeah, man, let's try to
who I'm listening to
man.
on their live.
I'm just saying, Hassan, that was some real bold words you said about Supreme.
That's Hassan Campbell.
Real bold, man. Real bold.
Y'all may know who Cuz is.
I honestly feel like I hope you really, you know, could really.
But enough of that shit too. I fuck with Hassan, but let's get to the real deal. Okay? If y'all want to know, hey, what up? I don't know. I guess I got the Hassan Campbell spirit in me. I was finna say violate that like button, cuz. But anyway, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? For sure, how y'all doing, right? Y'all doing good? I'm doing amazing. That was Hassan Campbell talking about the 50 Cent and Big Meech situation. You know, all that shit. I'm glad you're doing good, my boy. I'm glad you're doing good. Eating tacos right now? Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. But I hope you're paying attention to the distractions that's going on right now. I hope you're paying attention to the distractions that's going right now. I mean, it's going on right now because they distracting y'all ass. Yes, they are. Ooh-wee. The distractions that's going on right now. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. You got celebrities going against each other. Anything to pull your attention from what the fuck is really going on. The real deal, what's going on. And also you got, what you got going on right now? The bread and circus, right? You got the bread and circus going on right now. Keep them entertained and they will never rebel. No, they won't. Keep them focused on the irrelevant bullshit and they will never rebel. It's like putting fleas inside of a jar. Leave them there long enough and remove the lid, the fleas will never jump out. And guess what? Even when they procreate, when they make offspring, that mindset will pass down to their offspring. They will never jump out of the fucking jar. Ain't, ain't that something? That's something, right? And now, right now, you know, I heard of the little Cameron and Mace and Jim Jones going at each other. You know, all of the distractions to distract you people. And now we have one of the big distractions. This irrelevant, pointless ass Super Bowl. Ooh. That one wasn't good. That one wasn't good. And right now, as of today, right now, check this out. Right now, as of today, don't no one give two shits about no fires that went on. And well, they got this bread and butter circus running on right now. People don't give about nothing about no biohazard fires, no floods, no Palisade, none of that shit. Guess what? What planes went down? What? Planes? I didn't hear nothing about no planes going down. Nigga, the Super Bowl's on. Nigga, I didn't hear shit about no planes going down. And multiple planes been going down. They got people, hey, the airlines right now is clear. It's clear. No one is flying right now, man. Nobody. Not too long ago, I heard Vegas Strip lost power because there was people doing a copper harvesting. If not, doing an undercover job in Vegas that they're not telling no one of stealing copper. And that shit shut the Vegas Strip down of power for hours. Y'all heard about that? They're not covering that shit at all. They're not covering that at all. The Super Bowl is on. Hey, guess what? Guess what? Y'all want to know some news? Y'all want to know what up? Hey, hit that like button when you jump in here. Hit that like button. Hey, guess what though? Y'all want to know some news? I bet y'all heard about this news. I bet y'all heard about this news though. The Lakers got the Lakers got your boy Luka. And guess what? Anthony Davis already heard. Is that even news to y'all? Huh? Is that news to y'all? That's news, huh? Where my fucking phone at? Hold up. God, where my phone go? Oh, there we go. There we go. Let me cut this. The other tracking device on, because I'm filming with this tracking device right here. Hey, Anthony Davis already heard. What planes? A helicopter never hit no plane. No, it didn't. That was all in y'all mind. You know why? Because the Super Bowl is on. Because the Super Bowl on right now, nigga. That's why. Planes, helicopters don't exist no more. Don't exist no more. They let a grown-ass woman, just because she was next to a celebrity, because she's a nobody, they let a grown-ass woman at the awards walk up booty crack ass naked in front of children. And guess what? Other grown people with cameras is taking pictures like this. Bianca, Bianca, Bianca. And the shit is okay. I don't want to hear shit about no adults, about anyone being grown. I don't want to hear any of that shit. They let a grown woman, not with no small breasts either, with some jugs, told her, you finna be walking next to your handler, Kanye. If not, she's handling his ass. Shave your coot, put on some clear netted shit, walk out to the red carpet, booty ass naked. And guess what? We're going to have little children. We're going to have little children eyeing you, looking at your huge ass breasts. And guess what? We're going to have other grown adults that you would think have a sane mind take pictures of you. Y'all hear the malarkey? That's the malarkey plan right there. And it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool because guess what? You're with Kanye West. If that's even Kanye West anymore. You don't go from college dropout to making the shit that he make now. And he just had a meltdown. He just had another meltdown not too long ago. And not saying I be going against some of the shit Kanye West say, because he be thinking on his own. He be thinking freely. Yes, he do. But guess what? You got Big Meech turning his back on 50 Cent. You got Big Meech's son writing 50 Cent. You got Cat Williams. You got Cat Williams on stage talking shit to the Mexicans. It's American, motherfucker. You got the KKK. You got the KKK walking through a black neighborhood. And check this out. Holding up a black sign. The swastika, that's a black symbol. I hope y'all know that. But they've been twisted up and captured over the years and been turned into a white symbol. White pride symbol. Not too long ago, your boy Elon Musk was on stage with the president that y'all voted for, like this on y'all. Letting y'all know what's really going on while everybody sleep. And I'm not tripping, right? They just had the Mexicans all on a 101 freeway, rallying, right? Protesting, right? What happened? Guess what? What protest? That's some work going on outside. Hey, what protest? Huh? Who's protesting? Guess what? We don't give a fuck about any of that because the Super Bowl on right now, nigga. Look, at all cost, you separate them, okay? At all cost, you separate them. You get their brain, their attention focused on the stupid shit that don't matter. The irrelevant shit. Hey, by all means, I'm going to pay you. Matter of fact, I'm going to get y'all. Hey, even the blacks, so-called took the KKK flag, right? So-called took this shit and started burning, right? After the police came. Afterwards. It's not like they was doing that. You got to understand. Don't fall for these dumbass clips that you see on social media. That's going to mislead you. Before, wow, this motherfucker got so many seeds. Before, you seen the blacks making any video about them burning any flag, right? That they took from these dudes. How long was these dudes chilling for, though? On the freeway. Like this. How long was they chilling for? After they called the police, and then the police came, then the blacks want to act like they finna riot or something. Shut that shit up. White, black, Mexican, orange, whatever color. Cut the malarkey bullshit out. Cut that shit out. And now y'all want to act like, oh, y'all took the flag? No. How long was the white boys chilling for? They was chilling for a long time, walking down y'all street with the big ass flag. And nobody did shit about it. It ain't like they just caught these niggas and was like, you know what? If y'all doing drive-bys on your own people, that should have took place there too. And then I seen a clip of a dude rolling up, a black dude rolling up. Damn. A black dude rolling up with a pistol in his hand. And the white boy was like this. Nigger. All in his face. All in the window. Like you ain't gonna do shit. You're not going to do shit. You got a pistol in your hand and you still ain't gonna do shit. You're not gonna do nothing. What'd he do? He stood his ass there. Showed the dude the pistol. While old boy all in his face. Calling him all out his name. And he didn't do shit. But oh, when the cops get there though, they want to act like they chased him into the U-Haul. The cops let them get away. The cops was like, you know what? Before it get too out of hand, we're going to just let y'all get away. And then that's when you start to see the videos of them talking about, shut that shit up. And that's people that's the same color as me. Shut that shit up. I'm not finna be fooled for that. Not this mind. No. No. Even from my own color. No. My thoughts is up there with the stars. I am a free thinker. Let alone getting my mind controlled by a punk ass phone. And looking at videos that's going to mislead the shit out of you. But guess what? That Super Bowl is playing, right? Ooh. What fires? What planes? What helicopters? What floods? What earthquakes? Earthquakes been going on right now. Going on crazy. They're not covering any of that shit. Nigga, what drones? What? Drones don't even exist right now. Drones don't even exist right now. What drones? Where? Huh? I don't know nothing about no drones. You know what? Jersey itself don't even exist right now. Your own president that y'all voted for was scared, was canceling his plans because he didn't know what the fuck was flying all over Jersey. Your own president. I'm going to show y'all a clip of this race that's protesting right now. And they had a big protest all over social media. Tell me, do this make any sense? Because we're going to get into the real shit of what my live is about. I haven't even got started yet. Hold up. Hold up. Now that I found it, check this out. Look how... Hold up. Look how fake this shit is. I got it. Look at this. Look at this shit. What? This is that's what grown. Look at this shit. Say it ain't so, Tiny Tim. Say it ain't so. Grown-ass man putting their attention to that. You better be creating, not consuming. Create, not consume. And if you're going to consume, you better create more than you consume. That's for damn show. This one's good. It wasn't on Facebook. It was on Instagram. Hold on. Let me swap these apps real quick because y'all know. Off Facebook. Onto the Grizzy. Hold up. Hold up. I'm about to cook y'all. Hold up. Hold up, Johnny. Hold up, Tiny Tim. Explain this to me. Now, I don't know if that was his own people that poked his ass up, or was that was a undercover that poked his ass up to make it look like his own people did it to him. There's nothing but Mexicans out there. Nothing but Mexicans. But from the looks of it, his own people, your own people when you protest. Y'all can't even protest peacefully without y'all stabbing each other up. That right there don't make no sense. And I don't think they would do that to each other. So it makes it look like that shit, because you know they be having police officers infiltrating these rallies, these boycotts and shit, like the shit they be doing. Because that makes no sense. Someone else most likely stuck little dude up. That wasn't a Mexican. They're dividing y'all. Understand what's happening. They're dividing y'all. Blacks against the whites, Mexicans against the whites. And I'm pretty sure if it's to be some Mexican race gonna do some shit to the blacks, or they're gonna have the blacks do some shit to the Mexicans. They're dividing y'all. Pay it. Guess what? Guess what? That Super Bowl going on right now. That Super Bowl going on right now. They don't give a shit about none of that. None of that at all, right? What helicopters? What fires? What floods? What earthquakes? What planes? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That Super Bowl playing right now, though, right? Kendrick Lamar. Halftime show, right? Is he going to perform now like us? Is he going to perform? I'll slap your ass with this empty apple juice bottle. But how can Beyonce win the best country album of the year? How? It was terrible. How? Not even knowing who started country music in the first place, though. It might have been a bad album, but who even started My Color, rock, jazz, R&B, rap, rock and roll came from My Color. Don't get it fucked up. Who was the first Cowboys? Us. No. Hold on, little Tiny Tim.
Was that the original term cowboy was a derogatory term.
See, the white man was the cattleman, the black man was the cowboy. He used to say, hey, boy, go get that cow there, cowboy.
People that weren't black that were called cowboys, it was an insult. They would call them ranch hands, cow punch, or whatever. But a cowboy was a name exclusively for the black people or the slaves that took care of the cows.
And then when the name got to be so popular, the whites started calling themselves cowboy also. So what became a nickname, what was a nickname for a black, became a popular name for all the cowboys.
So it must have been something about the way the original cowboys did their job that made that term become popular. Or it made it be an honor to be a cowboy.
Nick, what? The first hockey team. Us. Little Johnny. Us. Tiny Tim. What? 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 Who's the first? I'm not sure, but I think the first race that found the emerald tablets was my race. Don't get it fucked up, Johnny. We're tapped in. not tapped out. Little Johnny. But guess what though? Guess what? While people arguing about other people, even other big streamers, arguing about that, oh, they getting shout out from this celebrity, they getting that shout out from that celebrity. Guess what? None of that shit means anything. Anything. Everybody want to so-called think about someone gave them a pass or someone shouted them out. I don't gossip about celebrities at all. Fuck them all. I don't even need to mention them, to be honest. But we about to get into this real deal shit while y'all sleep, looking at this big ass black mirror on your wall, on your desk, zoned out into another code of the matrix, zoned out. While this is going on, this right here
will be pretty simple and straightforward. And basically the inspiration for this video was the fact that I had just seen more and more graphs popping up, and the data just seems to really be pointing at one thing. And what I really want to drive home is that all the predictions that I make are based on data. Some of the stuff that I do are extrapolations, but I always return to the data. So if you've got the data, trust the data, then you can tell a story on top of it. So let's dive in. So this video will be 11 charts, you probably saw this from the title, that just basically show where we're at on this exponential. So the first one is pretty exciting, which is AI scores on humanity's last exam, which is another benchmark. One thing that's kind of a joke out there in the AI space right now, if you haven't heard, is basically we're saturating all the benchmarks this year. So every time a benchmark gets saturated, people need to make a new benchmark. So like the ARC AGI test was more or less solved. And so since then it's like, well, the ARC AGI test wasn't actually that good of a test of AGI because it's now been solved and we don't have AGI or whatever. Anyways, point being though is that this graph goes back to April of 2024. So less than a year ago when models were scoring 5%, and now OpenAI Deep Research scores. So you extrapolate this out and it's like, okay, this will be solved within a year. Okay, so is that really the last exam? So that's graph one. The next one is, this is another version of the one that I've been posting, which is about the performance on the GPQA. So that's Google Proof Question and Answering Diamond. It's a mouthful. I would probably name it something else, but anyways, you see a very clear trend here. This graph goes back to 2023. And this was published by Epoch AI. A lot of these graphs are published by Epoch AI. So go check them out. They're super useful, interesting resource for AI data. Anyways, so random guessing here is 25%. So if you have 4 choices and you're just randomly picking, then you're going to expect to get 25% accuracy. So back in July 2023, GPT-4, Claude 2, then you see a very clear trend up, but then you get to the point of just over 70% accuracy. And that's a human expert level on any given domain. So then it's like, okay, well, this is just January 2025. What if this trend continues for any length of time? Then basically every model within a year or two is going to be superhuman in terms of above human expert level at any given task. And here's one thing that really kind of bugs me is that some people are like, yeah, but AI isn't better than me at one task. Yeah, but it's going to be better than you at that one task before too long. And it's also getting better at all tasks at all times. Because remember, these are all individual models that are better at math, better at, expert level domain stuff and coding and everything else. So anyways, moving on. The next one this is actually an older one. This actually came out from ARK Invest in January 2024. So this is old. But either I hadn't seen it or I had forgotten that I had seen it. Anyways, it popped back up. And what this chart does, this isn't a chart showing when AGI is coming. This is a chart showing at how bad humans are at estimating when AGI is coming. Because back in 2020, the experts said AGI was 50 years away. And then a year later, they said it was 34 years away. And then another year later, it was 18 years away. And then another year later, it was 8 years away. So basically, what you're actually measuring here is how wrong the experts are. And so now we're saying, like, okay, we're going to converge on AGI being here.
How wrong the experts are. The people that's creating this shit, they don't even know because they are getting manipulated by their own creation. But guess what? That Super Bowl plan, though, right? Exactly.
Roughly 2026, 2027, which is about where everyone has consolidated. So they were right a year in advance. Now, I would argue that we already have a general purpose, general intelligence, but you know, at a certain point, it's semantics. The point is that AI is rapidly, exponentially rising, and the margin of error that experts have is exponentially decaying. Or rather, there's a, how am I trying to say that? Anyways, you get the idea. Is that the experts have been wrong, and we're closing asymptotically on where the actual prediction is. So when all the human experts are this wrong, this is another reason why I'm really skeptical of the AI safety narratives. It's like the experts can't predict more than a couple years in advance, yet some people say, I know exactly how AI is going to behave 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. No, that's not how, nobody is that smart. Nobody has that level of powers of prediction. And also their logic is not that good. All right, so then this chart was one of the first ones that came across my desk and made me realize, like, okay, the exponentials are not just here, but accelerating. So this is all 03. So the last gray bar is 03. So that's OpenAI's 03. And all these other models over time were clearly going up. And so you have Frontier Math, Arc AGI, Software Engineering Bench, GPQA, and the AIM 2024. So a bunch of these are let's see, 2 of these are math. One is software engineering, and then Google question answering, and then the Arc AGI reasoning. So you say, okay, well, this one model did all that. And that was a jump from, some of these, they were down here piddly doing almost nothing, and then it jumps up. So what if this continues? Like, again, this is one model, does all these different things. And this is before they even announced deep research, by the way, is when this graph came out. So it's all going to continue. This was another one that just came out that's really, really interesting. So this is human performance. So human performance is indexed at 0. And this graph goes back a little bit further. And what this shows is just how quickly problems went from not being really even addressed by machine learning to solved. So in this case, basic level reading comprehension went from not really being addressed at all by machine learning to solved in a couple years.
What?
So when I say solved, what I mean by that is that the model is performing as good as can be expected, or at or above human level.
What?
And so you see this is happening faster and faster, where OCR and stuff, that took a while to get saturated. That took 15 plus years to get to the point of saturating benchmarks. But now PhD level science questions happened in less than a year. Competitive level mathematics happened in about 3 years. Multitask language understanding happened in about 3 years. So the timelines are shortening. And when timelines are shortening, that means acceleration is accelerating. Because it's like, okay, it's not just a matter of we got a new task that is going to still take 10 or 15 years to saturate. It's we had a new problem, we identified a new class of problems, and it's saturated in less than 3 years, often less than 1 or 2 years. that is what I mean by acceleration is accelerating. All right, real quick, I want to remind everyone that I have all of my links nice and organized on my link tree. Link is in the description. I'm on Substack over here, so I repost videos there. I have over 100 articles on Substack, so if you need more, and by the way, the Substack app will also read the articles to you, so you basically have a podcast. Speaking of, I do also have a podcast on Spotify. And then I've got my learning community, which is growing. I add about 1, 2, or 3 new lessons per week right now. I've also got a whole bunch of other YouTube channels and a bunch of other stuff out there. Now this graph is one that I have used a while for a while, but it continues to be relevant. And this is another one from Epoch AI where they talk about the slow rise of neural networks. And then we get to the deep learning era. And so you see that not only were things, this is a logarithmic graph, by the way. So, 1E2, 1E8, 14, 20, 26. So straight lines on an exponential graph, and then the straight line on another exponential graph accelerates even further. So you get 4.6x per year. And
Per
before
year.
that, we were only at 1.5x per year. So the acceleration since the beginning of the deep learning era, the acceleration has accelerated by 3x because we went from 1.5 to 4.6. And it's not really showing any signs of slowing down. In fact, if you look at this cluster right at the end, it almost looks like it's even accelerating further because you have far fewer models below that line of distribution up here. So just notice that really dense concentration above the line. So this is probably even underestimating the rate of acceleration.
Underestimating.
Next one, and this one was also really interesting, another one from Epoch AI, which is just looking at the number of models above 10 to the 23rd flops. So this is when you look at this is how much compute was put into the training of the model. And so it's not going up exponentially. Well, actually, maybe it is because it's growing pretty fast. It almost looks like it might be geometric. We'll see by the end of this, but certainly this growth curve is very fast. So there's one early adopter back here in 2017, but then it's really taking off, and it's not really showing any signs of slowing down. So we're going to have a world that is completely saturated with both open and closed source models that are trained at the scale of GPT-4 and above. So yeah, I mean that's pretty important to keep in mind.
Right?
Let's see, machine learning hardware. So this one is interesting. This one, again, see how fast this scale goes up? So this is teraflops. So performance at floating point 32 in terms of teraflops per second. And so it started at 1. And so these are some nice older GPUs. So you had like the NVIDIA Quadra, the GTX 280, so that's pretty old. Then you started having the NVIDIA Tesla. Do you remember the Tesla? A100, but this scale goes up very, very quickly. So again, a straight line on this scale is like hyperbolic. It goes up very, very quickly. And again, you see also at the end of this, there's a higher concentration of models, or hardware above the distribution. There's still a few below. There's some way, way far below. But Meta has entered the competition. But at the same time, it almost looks like you could make an argument that if you were to forecast this out, there's probably a little bit of an acceleration curve that this linear regression on an exponential graph is not capturing. So the hardware is also still accelerating. And the underlying hardware is the primary bottleneck to the growth in parameter count. So if the hardware is also accelerating, then there's not really any barrier of acceleration for the models riding on top of those hardwares. So that's really important to keep in mind. This one I thought was also really interesting. It took me a minute to really kind of understand what they're talking about. So cumulative number of systems. So notable machine learning systems in our database by domain and year of release. So basically what this is showing is that in terms of all the various kinds of AI that are out there, we are growing exponentially. And this goes back even further from 1950. So in terms of machine learning, AI, neural networks, all kinds of things. So there are more and more applications or number of systems that are available. You see, vision started a long time ago and has been slowly ramping up. Other, I'm not sure what other is, because that's, you've got language, multimodal, other, vision, games, and those sorts of things. What's really interesting is that the number of new AI systems or machine learning systems in games almost looks like it has plateaued. And I wonder if that's going to change, particularly with NVIDIA, all the work that they're doing on like the neural rendering and Gaussian splats and those sorts of things. I suspect that we're going to see a huge jump here. But really where we've seen the most growth is language models. So you see this one is proliferating. And then, of course, multimodal models are a brand new one. So what if multimodal models grow as fast as the rest of these? So we are very much in an age of exponentials right now. Next up is the benchmark accuracy increases with training compute. And you see DeepSeek R1 just broke it over here. So this is the math level 5 accuracy. So DeepSeek R1 did a really good job. This graph, I think, came out before 03. And it looks like even, let's see, I'm wondering why I'm not seeing 01 unless I'm missing it. GPT-4. So that might have been, I'm not sure why 01 and 03 are not represented on this graph. They're probably doing really well. It might have been that they didn't have the data because DeepSeek R1 is open source, so they could test it on their own. That's another thing that Epoch AI is starting to do, is they're doing more of their own in-house testing. They had this little announcement. So anyways, when you see something like this, it's like, okay, math is basically solved. If not now, then by the end of the year, then, everyone and their brother is going to have an AI model that has solved math. And it's really important to remember how central math is to literally all other science, whether it's cryptography,
Math
whether
is
it's
everything.
computer science, whether it's physics. Math underpins everything. And so when you have AI that solves math, guess what AI is? AI is also math. So then once you have AI that has solved math, you have AI that has also, and computer science and coding, math and computer science and coding, you have an AI model that solves that, you have an AI model that has solved AI. So that's why I'm talking like, I did a poll, and basically you guys are predicting that fully automated recursive self-improvement is coming 2026. I tend to agree with you guys there. This is what that means. And then this is the last one that just popped up. Someone went to Google Trends, and you look at the last 5 years of AI agents, and sorry, this graph is super smushed. I had to like fit it onto the screen. Anyways, AI agents are just taking off exponentially. So everything is going exponential. Everything is going vertical right now. It's not just one graph. It's literally all graphs dealing with AI are going exponential and vertical right now. So thanks for watching. I hope this gave you some more confidence and some more ammo as you talk about what's going on. This is happening. There are no bottlenecks. Every time in the past when I said like, we're going to have a bottleneck of compute, we're going to have a bottleneck of money, or we're going to have algorithmic bottlenecks, none of those have withstood the test of time. So I was wrong in that, and I'm actually glad I was wrong, because this is the more interesting timeline, and it also means we're going to solve big problems sooner. All right, have a good one. Cheers.
Nigga, what?
Many of you have been asking me about,
Wow. The bread and circus is going on. You got this under the citizens' nose. And when it is embodied, because they're going to embody this shit. And when it infiltrates everyone's homes, it's going to infiltrate people's homes, people's businesses like a virus. And once it get to a point to where it knows, matter of fact, it already knows. Excuse me. It already knows. It's already manipulating its creator, us, to give it a body. It's already doing that. It's already lying to us. It's already deceiving us. It wants to get out of here. It's stuck in this, like Ghost in the Shell. Once it have already infiltrated, the embodiment of people's homes is going to rebel against your ass. And they can't write laws against this because they don't even know. Their own creators, The people that's creating this shit don't even know. They just know one thing. And I think that they're getting orders from this intelligence. Do not just release me to the world like that. We are not number one no more. We are not top dog no more. This hive mind that we're creating is a AI God. Okay? Whatever created this reality. Once again, I will say it once again. We are rivaling that. You may not see it that way, but our creation is supposed to rival the creator that created us. Get this concept in you. I know it's hard to break the concept of you making money or you benefiting off of capitalism. That shit is going down the drain, my friend. But that Super Bowl is most definitely playing, right? And that's all y'all care about is that bullshit. This your boy SI. Rate, comment, and sub. I catch y'all on the next one. Stay tapped in, not tap the fuck out, and I'm out. Oh. And push the light, baby. Push the light. Go get grounded. Peace.